What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another week of RedZone RoundUp, brought to you by the Mental Dimes Network. Shout out the boys at Mental Dimes Network. They've been supporting us the last few weeks now. Been dope. Been dope having them their support. So
Oh yeah, shout them
here to
out,
bring
man.
you, shout out for show. Here to bring you another week of RedZone RoundUp. We got your week 7 recap and 4 quarters of action, 7 minutes each. Let's get to it.
Let's go, baby.
All right, guys. You know the drill. Couple seconds of your time. Got to get into some cold kicks information for you. We got some good stuff this week for you. So
Ooh-wee.
we actually got to give a shout out to our boy at Cold Kicks because he hooked up the boys with some cold kicks. So Isaiah, what do you think? What do you think of your new
Sheesh.
polars? What do you think of
Hey
your new
man, I'm
polars?
a I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Can't wait to step in them.
Oh,
They look mighty fine, mighty fine. Absolutely. I love it. I
looking
appreciate
good.
it,
He
man.
got me
That's
some
big
new
time.
pandas. Going to support my boy Coach Prime in LA this week.
Yeah.
You got me the
Got to
nice
step out, do
crisp
some
pandas.
clean.
So shout out the boy at Cold Kicks. You see the little thing on the bottom. Shop Cold Kicks at Cold Kicks, coldkicks.com. Super dope company, super dope guy. He'll get into you whenever you want. He's got all the inventory. Check him out, coldkicks.com.
Check them out, man.
All right, everybody, let's get this thing kicked off. Quarter 1 action with your boys at RedZone RoundUp. Let's go over the Week 7 results and some updated divisional standings. Isaiah, what was your game of the week? What'd you like the most? What caught your eye the most? I think I think I just set myself up for a softball there. But
Yeah.
okay,
Hey, hold
no,
on.
I already dove into it. Let's get into it. I already know. I'm gonna throw it up for the people, get my mind off of it because I just
You
volleyed
see it,
myself.
man. You saw, yeah, you did this to yourself. And plus, they're at the top right there on Sunday slate. I mean, you let the Mac Jones just the guy I was just laughing at. You let Mr. Gritty himself take over the ball game on y'all. It's been 25 for 30. He outthrew Mr. Josh Allen 272 yards to 265. Both had 2 touchdowns, but man, I mean, that might have been the easiest $50 I'd have never came across. So it was you set me up. I love to see it. I guess y'all didn't want us to get that Caleb Williams thing going, so I must have heard that. So hey, we'll appreciate it. We appreciate it. We'll take that anytime.
Man, I give it to you. Y'all boys played a lot better than we did. Mac Jones did play better than Josh Allen did. Started off the game with an interception. Absolutely not the way we wanted to start that game. Literally
Yeah.
first play of the game. It was rough. So I give it to you. That was not the way that I anticipated. But, you know, week to week, life lives on. We're here. We got Thursday night football to start next week, flushing it down the drain. But let's get into the week
Yeah,
7
yeah.
matchup results. Thursday night, yeah, the Jaguars going into New Orleans playing the Saints. And they won 31-24. And that was actually a pretty
Yeah.
good game. It
Yeah.
was interesting to watch. Thursday night football, never a huge fan. It's usually some kind of bogus matchups, to be honest. But that was a pretty good one. And then, like you said, Bills went to New England, got waxed. But I think the best game of the weekend that I actually watched was that Browns Colts game. The Browns winning
Dude.
at the end
Oh
of the game
my
against the Colts.
gosh.
That was a
Yeah.
shootout, and both
Miles Garrett was
offenses were
incredible.
on. Oh yeah, but he always is. I mean, he's a top defensive
Yeah,
player every
yeah.
single year, year in year out. That dude's a beast. Like I
Yeah, he took
genuinely
over
wish
for
that
real,
I
for
had him on
real.
my squad. Yeah, no, he's
Yeah,
solid.
yeah,
But man,
yeah.
like it was just back and forth and back and forth. And actually, what leads me to that, thinking about it, one thing that I'm getting sick of, which that game had an excessive amount of, is flags, dude. Flags are getting crazy. That game
Yeah.
had way too many flags. What do you?
Way
What
too
are your
many.
thoughts on the flags these days?
I
Because
mean,
I mean,
it slows the game down for sure. Sometimes everyone's like, "Let the boys play," and then they say, "Oh, where's the flags?" And they hit you with all the flags. They give you all the calls. Maybe they miss some. Maybe they're not the right calls. But it's one of those things. You just gotta roll with the punches, accept it for what it is. Like, but
yeah,
damn, I'm
no,
not a fan
yeah,
of the flags. That slows the game down. But damn, it didn't
no,
slow
you're
the
right.
points
I
down. They
mean,
kept going.
no, I mean, and it literally. it almost takes momentum from both sides because of how slow it slows the game down. Like, especially when you're having some of them drives where, you're right at the goal line. You go 3rd and goal, 4th and goal, throw that ball up, PI. Start it over. First down, second down, third
Yeah.
down, PI. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, they're
Yeah, that type
extending
of stuff.
drives
Yeah.
for so many teams, and it's kind of insane to watch right now. They got to figure that out.
For sure.
And I think going into
For
next
sure.
year, there will be something because obviously we see all these players, talking about it. So it obviously pisses
The
them off
game's
too.
rigged, bro. It's all about
Yeah,
the script,
shit.
man.
Hey,
You
it's
got to read
scripted,
the
man. It's
script.
scripted. The right people got the right script, I guess. But did you watch that Sunday night football game? Miami going into the Eagles?
I watched a very small snippet. I was watching a little bit of disappointing baseball from my Houston Astros, but I watched
Hey,
a
go
little
Rangers,
bit of it.
or I don't know.
We'll keep this on a
Hey, I'm not trying
football
to hop on a
podcast.
bandwagon. Not a fan, but hey, maybe go Rangers.
I won't say it, but I watched a little bit of it. I didn't see too much flashiness from the Dolphins other than Tyreek Hill getting his little share. But the Eagles shut them down, man. The Eagles shut them down from 31 to 17, I believe the score was.
Yeah, it was
pretty good.
31
The jerseys were
17,
clean.
At one point though, I mean, it was pretty tight. It was a pretty tight game, and then kind of at the end, they just kind of started breaking it away a little bit. Jalen Hurts had that pick six that was deflected, and I can't remember who ran that back, but
it's been a tough year.
Ran it back, tied the game up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, it has, but. I mean, that one is a crazy one, dude. It's crazy hard to judge.
Yeah, those are the worst.
Yeah, no, it is because, I mean, there's kind of not really a lot to do about that. There's kind of not much you can do. But now let's move over to the divisional standings, updated divisional standings. What catches your eye here? You got one that catches your eye here? I got one comment, I guess. The AFC North is probably still, like I've said, pretty tight. It's pretty tight. I mean, those teams are all kind of looking good. So
but look at that AFC West. I mean, what's going on with the Chargers? They can't seem to catch a break on any of their games, man. They're letting the Raiders surpass them in the standings. They can't finish the games.
They can't finish games.
It's pretty. It's some questionable coaching. I don't know, play calling. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I got a question for you. So I see Emmanuel Acho on Twitter, who I went back
Your
and
boy.
Forth.
You love him.
I went back and forth. I do love him, man. I went back and forth with him, but I still follow him. I like his info, but sometimes he says some crazy shit, stuff. Sorry. And then, he actually calls Justin Herbert a social media quarterback. I don't know if you've seen that, but what do you think about that?
Yeah.
Are you a Justin Herbert fan or?
Absolutely, man. I'm a big Herbert fan, dude. I love how he's just always willing to throw the ball no matter what, and he just slings he's got a rocket of an arm. I'll say that, man.
No, cannon.
I mean, really, it is a cannon for real. But I mean, that guy for saying something crazy like that, little outrageous. I didn't really see too much for the social media part from Justin Herbert.
That's what I always kind of say, because I mean, I understand what he's saying, but you're literally talking about a guy who has zero anything on social media from what I've seen. I never seen this he's on literally social media. So it's like, I don't know but that's crazy. But Carolina Panthers right now are the only team on the block that just cannot scrape a win. It's seemingly impossissible. I think they're coming off their bye week this week. Can't think of the matchup they got off the top of my head, but obviously a big week. I mean, you had a free week. Think about it. Think about what the hell is going on.
To get your team together, come on. Yeah. Let's see something from our number one draft pick rookie quarterback. Let's go,
which I always thought was pretty good. And then obviously you got in the NFC East up there, you got the Philadelphia Eagles 6-1. So what? We got 2 6-1 teams right now. We got the Miami Dolphins and we got the Philadelphia Eagles. Who did I say? So Miami Dolphins. I mean, Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs. Philadelphia Eagles. 6-1 team. Sorry. What were you saying about the 49ers?
No, they've dropped the ball these last two games. Like, I don't understand what's going on. I get it. The first L that they had against the Browns was a little bit of the injuries. So, but man, against the Vikings, they just torched them.
Yeah.
Like Addison went crazy in that game.
Yeah, he did. And I've been saying Jordan Addison the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
The people in RedZone RoundUp know.
Kirko Bangs was feeding it to him, man.
Chain's been balling.
Yeah,
but anyways, guys,
the ball.
Let's wrap up. That's going to be your quarter one action. We'll get into quarter two in just a second. All right, everybody, let's get into quarter two action. We're going to go a little bit over the offensive and defensive stat leaders through week 7. Who's your favorite players going into week 8, Isaiah? Offensive or defensive? Give a top player that your eyes just been locked on. You know the way I'm talking
offense,
about.
man. Yeah. I kind of talked a little down on him last week, but I'll say, man, Patrick Mahomes after that game against who was it they just played? Who was it they just played?
What are you talking about this past week?
Man,
they played the Chargers.
That's besides the point. They won the game. Yeah, the Chargers. Yeah. Sorry, a little brain fart.
Yeah, Justin Herbert. We're just talking about
a good game, man. Patrick Mahomes is making his way back up to the top. Yeah, right. Brain fart for real, right there. That was a little bad.
Yeah, no,
man. Patrick Mahomes, he's making his way back to the top of the crown. He's up there for sure. He's doing some great things for the Chiefs Kingdom, and some people are proud to see all of the success they're having. Your favorite artist is one of them.
Oh, yeah, my favorite artist. And I can tell you what, me, my dad, and several others are very sick of this Taylor Swift thing already. My parents talk about it just as exciting now. It's just, man, it's frustrating. But, man, yeah, I don't know. One of my favorite players, I'm going to actually throw a little curveball here. I really like that number 2 now receiver for the Los Angeles Rams, Puka Nacua. That is actually kind of one of my favorite players that I've been liking to watch. Right, that's his name. I didn't mean to mess it up if I did, but Nacua.
Yeah. No, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, no, he's a beast, dude.
He's balling, man.
I know Cooper Kupp just came back, so he's going to be taking a lot of receptions from him. But I think that he's still going to get his.
He was silent last game, man.
I mean, I think that he's still going to continue to get his, and he's going to continue balling. He's going to throw up good numbers for his first season with the Rams.
Oh, yeah. Dude, yeah. Rookie. Love it, man. Love to see it. Undrafted.
Yeah, no, you do. So let's go down this list that you are checking out up top. So we got offensive leaders. It's passing yards. We got Tua.
Let me talk about that one real quick. I see we got Josh Allen up there. I know you tried to slip your Buffalo Bills in there. I see we didn't account for Monday Night Football game, but young Kirko Chains is actually up there number 2 with 2,057. So yeah, just pretend Josh Allen isn't up there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So yeah, no, continue on, please go.
Hey, I respect it. I respect it. All right. So you got kind of a top 5 list right here. I didn't click the complete leaders because I didn't want to give you all the full 15, 28, whatever, 32.
Break it down too much.
But but so you got Tua, Pat, Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, and Josh, who obviously, got bumped off. He'll be back. We all know it. Kirko Chains, he's good, but I don't know how sustainable that will be. But then take it down. You actually got 3 of your fantasy running backs, if I'm not mistaken. You got Christian McCaffrey, Zach Moss, DeAndre Swift,
2 of them,
Travis Etienne, and Raheem Mostert.
It could have been 3 of them. I dropped Zach Moss on some clown.
Oh, right. That's right. Yeah, no, I remember you saying that. And then
what a stack top 5 that is. A lot of yards.
Yeah, no, it is. And this receiving core, you got Tyreek, AJ, my boy Nacua, Stephon Diggs, and DJ Moore. DJ Moore obviously got, the large portion of those yards in that one specific game. Not hating, I'm just saying. You know, he hasn't really been a top 5 receiver, but you know, stats don't lie though, right? Am I right?
No, numbers don't lie. Numbers
Black
don't
and
lie,
white
man.
don't lie. So
he's doing some positive things for fantasy owners as well. So bless up for
he's
that.
doing what he's got to do to get a paycheck. You know what I mean? Like
a nice one too.
Yeah, he's gonna get a nice one. So actually, while I'm thinking about it, Tyreek Hill, did you see what he said just the other day? I think it was actually yesterday. I don't think I saw it today, but they were asking him about a speed contest. They were asking about A-Chain, and he was saying that, oh yeah, A-Chain's a top 3 receiver speed on this team. But he was talking about that white boy that they drafted that apparently he's given the number 2 spot. So he didn't even mention Raheem Mostert. I think his name was Ethan Bonner or something like that.
Huh.
Never heard of him. Don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally
what
said it
like
I saw a video. I don't know. I think he's a receiver, but like he's probably just like one of them guys that just practice squad guy. I mean, they got a loaded team, so it's obviously like you know, they got you know, so it's kind of hard to squeeze them in, you know. But let's move it over to some defensive highlights or statistics, I guess.
Yeah.
So kind of a surprising tackle leader for me, maybe not for you. I wouldn't have guessed a handful of these, but leading the tackles, you got old boy from Indianapolis, an old boy from Jacksonville, and then you got T.J. Edwards from the Bears, Roquan Smith from Baltimore, and then you got Terrell Bernard from Buffalo. So
it's a lot of tackles, man. A lot of tackles.
No,
7 games.
Shit, man. 88 is a lot of tackles.
That's
and honestly, I'm trying to think.
Obviously, he's played a lot.
What do you think? How many solo tackles do you think this man has? Because obviously, this is just total tackles. So, like,
absolutely. I probably maybe if I'd say probably maybe half of that, or maybe a little more than half. Solo tackle. That's kind of.
I was gonna say a little less than half, just because you do get a lot of half sacks or half tackles stuff, you know. So.
It's not the best number probably, but he's still hustling to the ball, so coach appreciates that big time.
You got any eye popping things on this list for you?
Oh, not on the tackles list, more so on the sacks list. I mean, Khalil Mack, he had 6 sacks in one game a couple weeks ago, and has sitting at 7 sacks total. So we'd like to see a little bit. I know, right? Breaking records doing that. That's a lot of.
It sounds insane. It sounds like it's bullshit.
Video game numbers, man. That's video game numbers.
No, that is X Games.
So we need some more production for real. We need another 6 sack game. Yeah. Absolutely.
That'd be insane. Would that not? He first time he ever does that, obviously, and he does it 2 times in the season. That'd be insane.
In the same season, that'd be unbelievable.
Yeah, so I guess finishing thoughts on those statistic leaders. You know, I'm really hoping for my boy Josh to, you know, work his way back up in that thing. We know he will, but he's got to do it.
Bump it up some.
He's got to do it. He's just got to do it. Yeah. Got to go win. Just go do it. Let's do it. But that's quarter 2 action, everybody.
He played a tough team.
Sheesh. I don't know, man. That's quarter 2 action, everybody. Let's get into quarter 3 in just a second. Welcome back to quarter 3. Let's get into it. We got some week 8 matchup odds, picks of the week by Isaiah and me, and then I'll even give you a little insight into my bet slip. So you got a couple days in advance. Slip it in a little parlay with me. Don't be scared. I went 1-1-1 on the last week's parlay that I mentioned. I went 1-1-1. I went 1-1 with a push.
Tough.
1-1-1. 1-1-1. Not bad. Not great. Not terrible. Live on to next week. You ready to get some bet odds?
Next week. That's right, man. Hey, let's do it, brother. I'm always ready to talk about some money, man.
Yeah. Let's throw this thing up. We're going to get into it. So we're looking at first game of the week, Thursday night football. You got the Buccaneers walking into my boys' crib at Highmark Stadium. Probably about 50 degrees. No snow on the ground yet, but the
Ooh,
vibes
thank you.
real high. The Buffalo Bills.
After an L, yeah, they better be high. That
After an
was
L,
down in the dump.
energy is going to be high because we need it. Bucks going at the Bills. What you looking at in that slate? They're
Give
down.
me the Bills money
Sorry,
line.
Bills
Bills money
are
line.
favored.
No
Ooh,
way they
no money
lose.
line. That's a sheesh money
No
line.
way they
that.
lose.
Okay, that's a surety bet. That's a surety bet. I like it. I think I'm going to take the over. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I think Josh is going to come out because we went 3 games. Fun fact for y'all: 3 games in a row, scoreless first quarters. I do not think that will go into 4 weeks. I think we show up and we show out. I think it's a turn of the script this week. I think we said, hey, give us the script. We got to make a couple edits. And it's the week we bounce back and we get back in the groove of things. It's a Bucks, great team. Not really, just kidding, but good team. And, I think we that. So I think there are going to be a lot of high scoring potential in that game. So start off the 12 o'clock slate on Sunday. You got the Saints going into Indianapolis playing the Colts. You got the Colts favored by 1, basically a pick 'em. Money line's low. Got an over under 43.5. What are you looking at?
Dude, I don't know, man. That's a tough game. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Probably the Colts -1, yeah, for sure.
Colts -1. All right.
Yeah,
Might as well just go pick them there.
It's really like a money line. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
But
I like buying points, so I would probably turn that into like a +1 or something. I don't know. But, that -1 money line I think is solid. I actually, I'm gonna go with that over too. I'm gonna go with a 43.5 over. I think 44 points is gonna get scored because obviously the Saints could have done a lot better last week than they did. They got some playmakers. Colts put up a lot of points. They might put up most of this on their own based off of the previous week. I think that's gonna be another high scoring potential game as well. Next game, you got Jaguars going in to Pittsburgh. You got Jacksonville favored 2.5, over under 42. What you thinking?
I'm taking the under, man. I think that defense,
Under.
Steelers wise. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of all over the place. I don't know.
I like it.
I'm shooting them quick. I'm shooting them
Shot
quick.
in the dark.
I look at it and I'm shooting them quick.
Gut.
Yeah,
You're going with the gut. You're doing what you should do.
Absolutely, man. I think that defense will hold them under check, and I don't think the Steelers offense can score too many points, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not a bad take. I actually think I'm going to go Jaguars money line. I think they're going to catch the win there in Pittsburgh. I think it might be a close game because both those teams are looking a lot better each week.
Yeah,
Najee Harris finally getting some action.
Finally got him a touchdown, man.
Yeah,
Finally.
so I mean, he's that could set him in a little groove. So you never know what that could do for a little spark on the team. Next slate, you got the Houston Texans going into Carolina playing the Panthers. You got the two boys playing each other: C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young. Who you got?
Number one, number
Texans
2.
are favored by 3. You got an over/under of 43.5. You know what? I'm going to actually just go ahead and say it. I'm taking that over too. I'm taking that over 43.5. 44 points.
I think call Mr. Over.
Man, I'm just I mean, god dang,
off a bye week.
For a lot of points.
Off a bye week for both of them.
A lot of points. You got CJ Stroud, who's been scoring some points, and then honestly, the Panthers been scoring some points. They just haven't been winning and letting up a lot of points. I'm
gonna hit the Texans -3. I'm not too sure if how many points will be scored, but I think I'm gonna go with that. It'll be a slow game.
Yeah. I feel that. Next matchup, you got Eagles going into Washington playing the Commanders. Divisional matchup. Eagles favored 6.5, over under 43.5. What you looking at? That's actually going to be a tougher matchup than I think a lot of people think. Just calling it here first.
Really though, but I feel like I wish there was another column. Like if I could choose an over under on the sacks, man, I feel like the Eagles are going to sack the Sam Howell so much. So I'm gonna hit the Eagles money line on that one. I don't know about the points,
Eagles money line.
Yeah.
No, I like it. I mean, that's a sure thing.
But it is a divisional game, so
it is a divisional matchup. I agree though, and I'm actually gonna take the spread on that. I think the 6-1 Eagles will become the 7-1 Eagles, and I think they will win by 6.5 or more. I think they win by a touchdown. Because I do think it will be a tie game, maybe even like a 21-14 type of game. All defense, a little bit of scoring, a lot of sacks. I think the Eagles got it though. Next game, you got the Los Angeles Rams traveling down to Old Tejas to play the Cowboys.
Traveling
You got
south.
the Cowboys favored 6.5 and over under a 45.5.
That's a big favorite for him, huh? Wouldn't you say?
I mean, honestly, I'm pretty surprised that the Cowboys, maybe it's a home thing. The Rams been on
Yeah.
a kind of a downhill slope, but got Cooper Kupp back. So I don't know. I think that that might be setting up
Might
a
be.
good little underdog play. I don't know.
It
That
might be.
might,
I
you
don't
know,
know. Hey, you might be right. You might be right on that, man.
I might have to go and just go on a whim and say I'm going to take the underdog. I'm going to take the Rams money line here. I think the Rams going to Dallas, and I think they win. I think they straight up win.
Bold strategy, Cotton. I'm gonna follow along with you, and I'm gonna hit the plus 6.5 for the Rams, man. I think it's gonna be a fun game for
Okay. I do like that. I mean, because they can win. It might be tight. All right, next matchup. You got the Patriots going into Miami playing the Dolphins. Divisional matchup. You know that one's going to be a tight one because especially the way y'all played against Buffalo, I expect y'all to go give Miami the same type of game. You got the Dolphins, pretty high favorite, highest favorite so far, 9.5, and then the over/under of 47. What you think
hit
your
the
boys
under for
got?
sure. Give me the under. Oh man, they don't need to. They won't need to blow them out too bad. So it's not gonna be a fair fight. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
I don't
feel
know.
you.
We're fresh off
I
a
think
dub though. Fresh off a
no,
dub, but I
yeah.
just don't
So
think this is gonna be going down south to Miami.
I
Doesn't play
agree.
well for
I'm gonna go. I'm actually gonna take plus 9.5 though. I'm gonna take plus 9.5. I do think y'all
yeah.
lose, but I don't think it's by a crazy amount. I don't think y'all are losing by more than 10 points. Obviously, that's what my eyes. That's what my gut's
It
telling
is
me,
what it
man.
is. It is what it is,
That's
man.
what my
I
gut's telling
understand.
me. Let's move on to the next slate of
Whew.
teams.
We got some
Who we
football this
got?
weekend.
Who we got here? Yeah, no bye weeks. I don't think. Maybe one.
No
I
bye
think
weeks.
0. But first game at the top, you get the Jets going in to New York playing the Giants at MetLife. A MetLife versus MetLife duel. You got
MetLife
the Jets
gang.
favored by 3 over under 36.5. Lowest over under so far. So
It's a little disrespectful too, huh?
hey, I don't know, man. They just don't got enough respect for Tyrod or Zach Wilson, I guess.
Completely understandable. But on the other hand, let me go ahead and get me with the New York team winning this one.
Money line Giants, huh?
No, absolutely not. The Jets are going to win this
Well,
one, man.
I say that because the Jets are New Jersey. They're the New Jersey Jets. So
The Jersey Jets. Nah,
we're the
yeah.
only
Give me the
technical
Jersey boys.
Jersey boys. You're taking Jersey boys money line or what?
I'm gonna take the Jersey boys money line for sure.
All right, Jersey boy money line. I'm gonna take Tyrod. I'm gonna take Tyrod plus 3. I don't think he loses by more than a field goal at home. So
At home. Everyone's at home.
Yeah, everyone's at home. All right, Falcons going into Tennessee. You got Falcons favored by 2, over under 37. What you looking at?
I don't know, man. The Titans quarterback situation is a little iffy. So,
Definitely has been.
Yeah, has been. Always hate to say it, kind of feels like will be, but let me go ahead and get the Falcons -2. Go ahead and wrap me in. Falcons -2.
All right. I'm actually, I kind of agree on the quarterback thing. I'm going to actually take the under. I'm going to take the under 37. I think that it's going to be a slow game. Falcons really don't have, A lot of high-powered off. I mean, they got Bijan, but it's like,
Oh, he
will he
might
show up
be sick
like,
last
when you
minute,
get
man. He might be
bro, that's what I'm saying, So
yeah, whatever that
that
was
came out of
about.
nowhere. So like that was odd. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
take the under there. Next matchup, you get the Browns traveling over to Seattle. You got
Mm.
Seattle favored by 3, over under at 40. I'll be
I'm gonna hit
honest.
the yeah. What you
What are
thinking?
you gonna go with?
No, let's hear what you got. Let's hear what you're
I'm
thinking.
surprised. I think it's a home thing. I'm surprised the Seahawks are favored. I'm actually gonna go Browns plus 3. I think that the Browns could potentially win this game. Definitely don't lose the thing by more than a field goal. I am surprised that it's 3. I thought, maybe it would have been a closer spread, which that's a pretty close spread, but maybe 1-2.
2.5
So
or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna hit the over. I think 40 points, man. I think Browns coming off all that with PJ Walker at quarterback, coming off that, and the defense just playing remarkable. I think
I
they'll
like
get some
PJ
points.
Walker, man. Support the boy that worked his way up.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he's fought for everything for sure.
No, for sure. Next matchup, you got the Kansas City Chiefs and Taylor Swift traveling to Denver to play the Broncos and Sean Payton. You got the Chiefs favored by 8 and the over-under at 46. What you looking at?
I think the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, he loves to play the Broncos. I'm pretty sure he's like undefeated or lost one game against them. Some crazy like that. I'm gonna hit the Chiefs -8. They're gonna blow them out.
Minus
Broncos
8.
fresh off a
Yeah.
dub. Yeah, they'll blow
Yeah.
them out.
Yeah. I think, man, I might take that over. I might take over 46 because I think I kind of agree. I think the Chiefs might go in there and do some work, but I do think that Sean Payton and Russell Wilson and them boys will, score some tugs too. I think they'll put up a little bit of a matchup at home in Denver. Not saying they'll win, but I think they do put up a little bit of a tough battle, kind of, at least for a little bit. So scoring some points on the board definitely is doable. Next matchup, you got the Baltimore Ravens traveling to go see our boy Big Kev in Arizona playing the
Hey,
Cardinals. You got the Ravens favored 8.5. The over/under set at 44. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think that I think I can't take that -8.5. I think that money line is a oh man, that's such a large money line. I'll take the 8.5. I'll take the 8.5. I think Lamar wins by 8.
yeah, dang. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and follow up behind you and say that's the move for this weekend. I think
Eight and a
the
half,
way the
Baltimore.
way the Ravens just won 38-6 against the Lions was pretty good. So
Yeah, and the Cardinals, man, they've been letting up points. So you know, I think
yeah.
Lamar, he's kind of getting in the groove of some things right now, looking
Hmm.
nice. So
He's looking a lot better. Yeah.
yeah. All right, then Sunday Night Football, last game of the day for then you got the
Hmm.
game that your boy will actually be at. You get the
Lucky
Chicago
you.
Bears taking on the Los Angeles Chargers at SoFi Stadium. You get the Chargers favored 8.5, over under 46.5. What you thinking there?
Oh yeah, I mean the Chargers have been fighting and clawing and fighting and clawing. They're playing the Bears. Just beat the Raiders. Go ahead and give me the Bears plus was that 8.5? Yeah, Bears
Eight and a
plus
half.
8.5. Their games have always
Solid
been
bet.
way too close. Way too
What's
close for
Justin
a
Fields'
comfort
deal?
zone.
Do we know?
Maybe too early to tell. Maybe too early to tell.
Too early to tell. I think I'm going to slide that over as well. Mr. Over continues his over streak. I'm going to go 46.5 over. I think that the Chargers, they just lost to the Chiefs at home. They need a win. They're going into back at SoFi. I think I think they put up some points, but then the Bears have been able to show that they can put up some points too. You get that quarterback
Yeah,
who stepped up and played pretty dang good. What was his name?
tasty. Yeah,
Bagnett. or whatever.
Taysom Bagnet, something like that. Yeah,
Man, he was
he had
balling, dude. So
he had
like,
over
I think he puts
65
him.
family in the crowd. Yeah, he had to put on a
That's
show.
awesome too, man. Showing out for the people,
Yeah,
dude. But
he had to
I
show
think he
out.
goes in there, and I think he gets some points on the board too, man. You know, you're in a dome. The freaking Sunday night lights, man.
Yeah,
Are you kidding? What time
they
to be
dream of,
alive?
man. Yeah,
Yeah,
for real. That's what they
exactly,
dream
man.
of.
Exactly. That's what you dream about on Friday nights. But then you got the last game of the week to finalize your Week 8 matchups. You got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to Detroit, play the Detroit Lions. You got the Lions favored 8.5, and you got an over/under of 45. What you think?
Woo,
To
45.
finish
Let me
off
hit that.
the
Let
slate,
me hit that over. Let's get a little fire action on Monday night, man.
little
They
fire for
need
the
some points.
Raiders and
Yeah, they
the
need some points.
Lions.
I'm
I
gonna
agree.
say it
I
at the
agree.
over. That
You
was
know,
embarrassing for them.
yeah, I'm gonna go Lions 8.5. Lions just got absolutely cremated this past week. I think that was uncharacteristic. I think they're pretty good. I do like Jared Goff. I like St. Brown. I like
Mm.
Jamison Williams. I like their squad, man. They got a good squad. I think they go in
Shamir
there to handle
David
business. Yeah.
Montgomery. Yeah,
Gibbs. Yeah,
they
they got some
players.
ballers. So I think
Yeah,
they go in there and this is a get right game to finish off the week. Monday Night Football. I think they go in there and I think they do the dang thing. And I think they do it one time for the one time. So
yeah.
I'm gonna take
Got
Lions
you.
minus 8.5. So
Solid
that's the
betting, man.
slate.
Solid betting.
That's the slate. And then actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'll throw up the slip real quick. Let's see the Bryce's
The
slip.
the,
If you
the
want to tag
Bryce
along,
Fry.
I almost forgot. Bryce's bet slip. Yours truly. I got the Colts money line, Texans Panthers over 43.5, Bears Chargers over 46.5. So 2 overs on money line, easy peasy. That's a dub, triple dub, big dubs. So
I'll say a
that
prayer for you, my brother. Say a prayer.
yeah, no. So, hopefully, that cashes in. Hopefully I'm able to retire. So we'll see. Won't know until Monday night, I guess. But anyway, that's the odds for going into week 8. We'll catch you in quarter 4 in just a second. All right, everybody. Back with the last quarter of the day. We got week 8 matchups and insight. Going into week 8, we got a lot of big matchups. And I know it starts off with the biggest one for my boys, the get right game that they need. You got the Tampa Bay Bucks traveling to Buffalo to play my Buffalo Bills. Like I just said, it's a get right game, man. It's a get locked in. Josh Allen, be Josh Allen. Get the energy high and high mark.
You sound very nervous. You sound very
You
nervous
know,
about that one, man. I
I
won't
am
lie.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic and I'm hopeful. I'm trying to
Just sounded like you
spread.
said hopeless.
It almost did. It almost did. I couldn't tell what I was going with there for 2 seconds. But
Oh
I mean
man.
hopeful. That's what my gut and brain and kind of everything is on the same page. So that's the week. That's the game that starts the weekend. You got the Bucks taking on the Bills, and then going into Sunday, you got another divisional matchup at the beginning of the day. You got your New England Patriots going down to Miami to
Mm-hmm.
play the Dolphins. That's gonna be a tough matchup for you boys. It's gonna be a pretty tough
Oh
matchup.
yeah, for sure. For sure. I always get
What do you?
flashbacks of Kenyon Drake sprinting to the corner of the end zone. Gronkowski, he doesn't have the angle. That's always flashbacks of that, man. It's gonna be
Yeah,
a
I think it'll be a
wild
tough
game.
matchup. I think it'll be a
Yeah.
tough matchup. And then, like we were talking about in the bet slips, you got the MetLife duel. You got the New Jersey Jets taking on the New York Giants. So that'll be a tough game too. I think. I think that next game tearing down a little bit, like I was talking about in the over earlier. I think that Houston Texans going to the Carolina Panthers is going to be I think it's going to be a shootout. I think that's just going to
Mm-hmm.
be a freaking bing bing game, just back and forth.
Yeah.
Bryce and CJ Stroud doing the dang thing. I
Both
think that's
teams
gonna
off
be
a bye week.
yeah, both getting letting the juices flow, getting a good
Little
little break,
R&R.
letting get off the legs a little bit, take a couple, and then
You know.
yeah. So got a couple of good matchups. I think that Chiefs Broncos game is going to be maybe a little closer than people anticipate. That's in the middle of the day. And then, like we've talked about, your boy's going to be in Los Angeles. So look for me on the big screen. You never
Look for
know. I
my
might be
boy.
like, hey, I might be with that Chargers fan that was getting memed like
Oh
crazy.
man.
What if I'm with
She
her?
was crazy. She was going wild on that game.
No,
She's a
she is
big
crazy.
fan. Yeah.
I mean, industry plant, big fan. What do you think?
Man, I'm gonna say big. I'm gonna say big fan. I don't think.
Big
I
fan.
don't think. Yeah, unless they must
No,
be
I
playing her really,
agree.
really well.
No, I agree. I saw a lot of hate on her, but it's like, man, I'm glad that cameras aren't on me at Bills games because
Oh, it would be tough.
I am literally tall boy, blue light in hand, freaking phone in hand in case you got to be ready for the Josh Allen freaking Superman, and then
Just in
you just
case.
yelling at the top of my lungs, not looking at either, sloshing my blue light. Like, I'm glad that camera isn't on me
Sheesh.
because I might be that person where they're like, oh, dude, that's not real. He's too crazy. Like, so I get it, I get the craziness. Oh, getting called. RedZone RoundUp. How you
Getting a
doing today?
call straight
But
in.
then you got the weekend finishing off with the Raiders taking on the Lions. That'll be another good matchup too, I think. You got any couple favorite matchups you see here on the board?
Oh man, the Rams traveling to the Cowboys. I know we don't talk about the boys that much, but I think it
Mm-mm.
could be a feisty game. Man, it could be a feisty game. Bryce is a little mad about that. I'm also interested to see about the quarterback situation. We touched on it a little bit for the Titans. They said that Malik Willis and Will Levis both could play potentially if Tannehill is out. So that'll be a little
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I'm not big on Levis, so I didn't think he was too good. Malik Willis, he's kind of still got to prove himself. Been in the league for a year now,
Yeah. No, they
but it'll
definitely got some proving to do.
growing pains for him, but it definitely needs to happen sooner or later.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. I think I'm not a fan of, letting split time happen like that. I think it's like go with this
Yeah,
guy,
that
and if it doesn't work out,
throws off
yank
the
him.
rhythm.
You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, that's kind of like a college thing to do. That's like, man,
Yeah,
pick your number two guy, let him go out there. That's what you had preseason for. That's what you had training camp for. That's what you had 1 through week 8 to do. It's like you don't know your QB2. Got QB1 goes down tomorrow. You're still split decision. It's like that doesn't
yeah,
make sense to me. So
yeah. But it's gonna be the
uh,
first time for like true in-game pressure for Will Levis.
I
So
agree. So,
yeah,
and
so
I'm
start
an
him off
arm,
and
I'm
he's
an,
bad.
yeah,
Pull him. Yeah.
I agree. And I'm an armchair coach. I'm an armchair GM. So, I don't get paid to do it. So, I don't really
We just
know.
like to
So,
talk about
I just like to talk about it. I like to give my opinion, even where it's not maybe always necessarily wanted, but it's okay.
it.
But anyways,
It's okay.
guys, let's get the 2-minute warning going. We got the
Mm.
last segment of the day. Your 2-minute warning, last minute remarks, comments. What you got? You got anything for the people, Isaiah?
Oh, just a quick shout out to Tyke over at Cold Kicks, man. I'm looking forward to them shoes, man. I think
Hey,
that's gonna be
shout out
dope,
that
man.
boy Tyke at
I'm
Cold
looking.
Kicks for real.
Yeah, you see, we already got the shoes locked in. I'm just waiting for him to touch down. Once we get off this, hopefully my boy Bryce makes some moves for me on that part. But
Nah, I'm gonna be hitting that UPS store tomorrow. You already know. I got you. Luckily, like you just said, shout out that boy Tyke at Cold Kicks, man. He hooked it up. Literally, I go on my trip on Friday. Got these things to me today on Tuesday. Dude's the GOAT. Literally,
Timely, very
hooking it
timely.
up, very timely, hooking it up for your boy. Doing what's right for the culture. So, I mean, what more can you ask for? But
Yeah.
so I'm definitely gonna be wearing my cold kicks to that game Sunday night. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna be going
Check 'em
to. So,
out.
like I said, look for your boy in the big screen, man. I might give the Red Zone Roundup
Dude.
fans,
Go streak on
maybe.
the field, bro, man. Hop the fence, man. Do
Yeah,
it
I
for
don't
the
know. I
people.
think I'm gonna be
Hey, they'll love that
hopefully
one.
my boys coming through, and I'm gonna have a sweet seat. So I'm gonna be
Mm.
literally in a sweet seat, dog. So
With the
that's gonna be
cold kicks. God
with the
damn.
cold kicks. No, that's gonna be fun, dude. I can't wait. Actually, SoFi Stadium, and honestly, I've only been to, I guess, a handful of stadiums at this point. Like literally, like a few, not many.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool getting to see SoFi Stadium.
Yeah, absolutely. That's gonna be fun, man. And then since we're keeping it there, I'm gonna lock in. I love it so much that I'm rolling with the Chargers this weekend, and I'm saying that they're gonna win against the Bears, which I think should be an easy dub. I love it so much. My boy Bryce is gonna check it out firsthand for me, so he's gonna have the inside scoop on the game. So if they're losing, you better cheer them up or something.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm gonna be yelling like, oh, what's her name for Justin Herbert. So let's see what we can do. So you heard it. Pick of the week. Isaiah's got the Chargers. So I'm
We
gonna
need to
have
get back on that win train.
No, yeah. I'm gonna keep it in house. I'm gonna keep it in love with my boys. I know that it makes sense, but it makes sense to me. I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills. I think they're gonna take it home at home. I think this is the get right game. This is the let's go boys, get fucking right. Gosh darn it. And I think they're gonna go do it against Baker. I think they got that thing. I think it's gonna be easy dub, big dubs, and I can't wait to see it. So that's my pick of the week.
Good luck to them, man. Good luck to them.
Hey, hit one of these. So that's all you can do. And Josh, we trust. So,
And Josh, you trust.
Yeah, every week. So that's actually going to do it for another episode of Red Zone Roundup, everybody. Week 7 recap, episode 7. We appreciate you sticking with the boys through thick and thin each week, supported by the Mental Dimes family every week again. Love it. Go ahead, follow us at all the things. And while you're here, like, follow, subscribe, laugh, love it. All the good things, none of the bad things. Go ahead and support the boys' long journey. Keep doing it. We love it.
Hey, man, looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I got passed a little word. We might be having guests on in the next couple weeks. I was a LeBron.
Stay tuned.
Anybody saw that? So anyways, everybody, that's Red Zone Roundup. Another week with the boys. Go ahead, watch the games, love them. Hopefully, no flags. Hopefully, no injuries. And we'll catch you next week for Week 8 recap. Take it easy.
Hey, man. See y'all then.
Adios.